We need people with an inner desire to live good lives, even without reward. A happy society requires a lot of altruism, and so it needs a culture which supports our altruistic side. This gentler culture has always been around, in some form or other. It is there in all the great religions. Yet for many people, these religions have lost their ability to convince. As religious belief has fallen, a void has been created, and into that void has rushed egotism by default. We have told our young people that their chief duty is to themselves, to get on. What a terrible responsibility. No wonder that anxiety and depression are rising amongst the young. Instead, people need to get out of themselves, to escape the misery of self-absorption. So there has to be a new secular ethic, based on human need and not divine command. The political crisis. This is also vital if our democracies are to thrive. For there is massive discontent with the world's elite and with the atomistic neoliberalism which it often espouses. According to that philosophy, all will go well if individuals are free to negotiate their own way through life. Selfishness is not a problem provided people can choose their own friends and trading partners. But this ignores one key fact: that we would all be better off if the pool of possible friends and traders were nicer and more honest. For all of us, the attitude of other people is crucial. For this reason, there is now a strong push back against extreme liberalism. People are calling for a society based on reciprocal obligation. In this view, we did not enter this world as independent, fully fledged adults, but as people highly dependent on support from our family, our government, and our whole society. In return for this, we should ourselves feel bound to help others when we can. We want a free society, but one where people feel a duty to help. But help in what way? There needs to be a clear content to our obligation to others. I think this is best expressed in terms of happiness. Our obligation is to create the most happiness that we can in the society around us. This is the ideology we need for the 21st century. It is the vision of society that politicians should champion, and it is the principle that should guide their priorities in government. It is also, as we shall see, the principle that will get them re-elected. So the aim of politicians, as of private individuals, should be to create as much happiness in the world as possible and as little misery. The Happiness Revolution. This new secular ethics is the basic principle for the happiness revolution, for both individuals and governments. But to implement it, we have to know what makes people happy, both other people and ourselves. Two major developments now make this more possible. One is the new science of happiness, which gives policymakers new knowledge about how to improve happiness and reduce misery. And the other is the new psychology of mind training, which enables us all to get a better control over our own inner mental life. So there are altogether three elements behind the amazing change that is now underway in our society. Chart 0.1. Forces behind the happiness revolution. The ethics of happiness, the science of happiness, mind training, all equal the happiness revolution. Let us look briefly at each of these elements. The basic secular ethics goes back to the 18th century Anglo-Scottish Enlightenment, which proposed a radically new goal for society. The goal, it said, should be the happiness of the people. That happiness principle was, I believe, the most important idea of the modern age, with powerful implications for how we should live and how our policymakers should act on our behalf. For each of us, it said that we should aim to create the most happiness in the world that we can and the least misery. And for policymakers and governments, it said that they should aim to increase the happiness of the people and to reduce their misery. This principle inspired many of the great social